Welcome to Beyond Boundaries, a series of virtual sessions initiated by Takshila Educational Society to further ideas that foster learning, self-expression, and ingenuity. We at Takshila are keen on connecting young minds to an unbound range of themes, thoughts, and perspectives that facilitate their understanding of the world and its concerns. At this time of global crisis and social distancing, the sessions under Beyond Boundaries bring articulate speakers from the world of art, education, literature, science, and more to engage your time and mind. In today's session titled Understanding BMI and Weight Problems in Children, our speaker Dr. Akshay Shah emphasizes on the need of healthy lifestyle from early age. Akshay Shah is a healthcare expert. He is the co-founder of Jarma Wellness LLP, which works on health issues of schools in over 40 cities of India. Akshay holds BAMS degree as well as MBA in Hospital and Healthcare Management. He has experience of running a multi-speciality hospital and actively conducts awareness sessions on preventive healthcare for parents, teachers, and students.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Akshay Shah, co-founder of Jarma Wellness LLP. As an organization, we work with schools across India in the area of preventive healthcare. And I welcome everyone to this wonderful initiative taken by Takshila Educational Society to share wide range of ideas and voices with the students, their parents and teachers of Delhi Public School Patna, Pune, Ludhiana and Coimbatore. So we shall today take a look into what is BMI and what are the childhood weight problems and how to tackle it. Childhood weight problems has reached epidemic levels in developed as well as in developing countries. Overweight and obesity in childhood are known to have significant impact on both physical and psychological health. Overweight and obese children are likely to stay obese into adulthood and more likely to develop non-communicable diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular diseases at a younger age. The mechanism of obesity development is not fully understood and it is believed to be a disorder with multiple causes. Environmental factors, lifestyle preferences, and cultural environment play pivotal roles in the rising prevalence of obesity. In general, overweight and obesity are assumed to be the results of an increase in calories and fat intake. On the other hand, there are supporting evidence that excessive sugar intake by soft drinks, increased portion sizes, and steady decline in physical activity have been playing major roles in the rising rates of obesity all around the world. So now let's continue with our session and understand what is BMI and what are the childhood weight problems and how to tackle it. Understanding BMI and childhood weight problems. So before we begin, we have one of the most common questions that parents have. What's the right weight for my child? Or is my child overweight or obese? It seems like a simple question, but it's not always easy to answer. If you are watching your child struggle with their weight, you may feel, what can we do? In reality, there's plenty you can do to help your kids. Diagnosing weight problems and obesity in children as early as possible can reduce their risk of developing serious medical conditions as they get older. And by getting the whole family involved, you can break the cycle of weight problems and obesity, boosting your children's physical and mental health and help them establish a healthy relationship with food and exercise that will last a lifetime. So, is your child overweight or obese? So children grow at different rates at different times. So it is not always easy to tell if a child is overweight or obese. BMI, body mass index, is used to determine the weight category. Body mass index uses height and weight measurements to estimate how much body fat a child has. So now let's learn more about BMI. So what is body mass index? BMI is a person's weight in kilograms divided by the square of height in meters. For children and teens, BMI is age and gender specific and is often referred to as BMI for age. In children, a high amount of body fat can lead to weight-related diseases and other health issues, and being underweight can also put one at risk for health issues. After BMI is calculated for children and teens, it is expressed as a percentile, which can be obtained from either a graph or a percentile calculator. To put it in simple terms, to calculate a BMI percentile of 10-year-old female child, that 10-year-old female child is compared with all the other 10-year-old female child for which we have the data, and then the BMI, the relative BMI percentile for that child is calculated. These percentiles express a child's BMI relative to other children of same age and gender. Because weight and height change during growth and development, as does their relation to body fatness, a child's BMI must be interpreted relative to other children of the same gender and age. So what are the categories of BMI? The categories that describe a person's weight are underweight, healthy weight or normal weight, overweight and obese. So BMI below 5th percentile of age, gender and height is referred as underweight. BMI is equal to or greater than 5th percentile and less than the 85th percentile for age, gender and height is normal weight or healthy weight. BMI above 85th percentile but less than 95th percentile for age, gender and height is overweight, and obese, that is BMI at or above the 95th percentile for age, gender and height. So before we calculate BMI, we need accurate height and weight, and any error in recording the height and weight can also lead to error in BMI categories. So what is the national average of BMI categories in Indian schools, or in short, what is the weight related scenario of students in India? So as you can see, this is the analysis done by Jarma Wellness across taking the data across the schools in India and a unit size of 1,76,000 students. So when we compared and analyzed the data, what we found out is 70% of the students were in the normal or healthy weight category, 8% students were obese, 11% students were overweight, and again 11% students were underweight. But when we combine the overweight and obese category, we find that around 19 to 20% students or children in India are either overweight or obese. That's a huge number. BMI scenario by gender and age. So by gender, when we compared the BMI scenario, we could find out that 71% female students have a normal BMI as compared to 68% male students. That means boys are more prone to weight related problems in childhood than girls. So by age group when we compared, you can see on the graph that the child or the children at pre-primary level were 16% who were overweight or obese. Primary, it jumped to 23%, again secondary was 23%, in higher secondary it jumped to 26%. That means as the child grows, the overweight and obese category or the percentage of overweight and obese children also grows. So definitely there is lot to be done for children to stop this overweight and obese category. Causes of weight problems in children. So understanding how children become overweight in the first place is an important step towards breaking the cycle. Most cases of childhood obesity are caused by eating too much and exercising too little. Children need enough food to support healthy growth and development. But when they take in more calories than they burn throughout the day, the result is weight gain. So the causes of weight problems in children may include: 1. Busy families. So busy families cooking at home less and eating out more. Easy access to cheap, high calorie fast food and junk food. Nowadays, we have got food delivery apps who can deliver junk food at your house at any time of the day or night. Bigger food portions, both in restaurants or at home, and kids consuming huge amounts of sugar in sweetened drinks like soft drinks, packed fruit juices, and hidden in any other foods that are packed or packaged food or junk food. And the last one is increased screen time. So if we are continuously on mobiles, laptops, or in front of a TV, we are not active, or the children are not active, and hence which leads to weight gain. Okay, so very important question. What can be done? Healthy habits start at home. So the best way to fight or prevent childhood obesity and weight problems is to get the whole family on a healthier track. So how do we do that? Leading by example. So what you eat. So tell your child about the healthy food you are eating. While you are eating it, you might say that I am eating roti with mixed pulses or mixed vegetables. Do you want to eat it? Next, when you cook healthily in front of your children. Better yet, give them an age-appropriate work in the kitchen. Tell them about what you are making and why it's good for your body. For example, when we prepare sweets at home, tell them how much ghee or oil is used or how much sugar is to put. That will definitely open their eyes. How you move. So exercise in some way every day. And let's be authentic here. Do things that you enjoy. Tell your kids what you are doing and invite them to join you for that exercise. Make exercise a fun, which is definitely enjoyable by the children and you. Your free time. So avoid the television or too much of computer time when you're free. So kids are much less likely to turn screens on if they are off and you are doing something that can get involved in. So again, very important are the strategies for real life. So recognize that you have more control than you might think. You can turn off the TV, computer or video game. You can choose to get off the bus one stop earlier than usual and walk the rest of the way, especially when you are with kids. Or you can park your car away from the grocery store and walk the other distance. You can give your family more vegetables for dinner. So these are some of the small things that can really help. So recognizing that you have more control is very important. Think about the immediate benefits. So children do not appreciate reasons for something which will happen in future. For example, if you exercise, you can have small amount of sweet or dessert. So this gives them something to look forward. So if reducing the risk of future heart disease seems abstract focus on the good things that can happen right now. Make small, easy changes over time. Suggesting that family members take a run together every day will probably get you lots of eyes rolling. It's easier and more appealing to start out with some new approaches to nutrition and physical activity that the whole family is really willing to try. For example, take a walk after a dinner instead of turning on the TV. Make healthier food choices. Again, food is linked, or we can say is directly linked to weight related problems. So make healthier food choices. Eat the rainbow. When we say eat the rainbow, serve and encourage consumption of wide variety of fruits and vegetables. This should include all the colors. For example, red, where beets and tomatoes come, orange, carrots, yellow, so there are potatoes, bananas, green, so there is lettuce and we get broccoli now, and so on. So just it is just like eating a rainbow or variety of colors. Make breakfast a priority. So children who eat breakfast are less likely to be overweight or obese than those who skip the first meal of the day. It's important to focus on healthy choices. Whole grain cereal, which is high in fiber, low in sugar, etc., can be added. Again, very important is to look for hidden sugar. So reducing the amount of chocolates and desserts you and your child eat is only a part of the battle. Sugar is also hidden in foods such as bread, canned soups, ketchup, and fast foods. So all these have got some hidden sugar into it. Just for your information, soft drinks contain lot of sugars into it, and which should be definitely avoided. A 1.5 liter of any soft drink that you get in the market contains around 48 to 50 teaspoons of sugar in it. Just imagine, that can do lot of harm to your body. The next what we can do is schedule regular meal times. So the majority of children like routine. If your kids know they will only get food at certain times, they will be more likely to eat what they get when they get it. Because what usually happens is, if there is no routine followed, and when children are hungry after the meal time, they tend to eat more of a junk food or high calorie food like biscuits and chocolates, which are stored in the fridge or in the compartment. So scheduling regular meal times definitely help, and limit dining out. So if at all you must eat out, or whenever you try to go out and eat, try to avoid fast food. So that is one small change that you can do. Again, whether we should eat fat or we should completely restrain from eating fat. So definitely we should not go complete no fat, yeah, but we have to go good fat. So not all fats contribute to weight gain. So instead of trying to cut out fat from your child's diet, focus on replacing unhealthy fats with healthy fats. So we should avoid trans fats that are dangerous to your child's health. Try to eliminate or cut back on commercially packed snack foods, fried foods, and anything with partially hydrogenated oils in the ingredients. Have a habit of checking the labels before you buy any of this food stuff from the market. Okay? Most important after the food choices that we have made is get your kids moving. So children who sit too much and move too little are at the highest risk for becoming overweight. Kids need at least an hour of exercise daily for optimum health. This may seem like a lot, but this is what it is. So some of the ideas that we can do to get your kids moving are play active indoor games, right? So in this point of time when we are all locked down and there is COVID-19 fear everywhere, we need to stay at home, stay safe and keep moving, right? So play active indoor games. First of all, put the remote away and organize some active indoor games. You can play hide and seek, or with small children, or think about jumping jacks and stretches or some fun exercises, etc. Also, you can try activity based video games. So when children are bored of doing exercises or any thinking about some healthy stuffs, you can also try activity based video games, where video games which are played standing and moving around. Bowling or tennis are some of the games where you have to continuously move around and when you play standing up. So get active outside if at all it is possible with your child. Take a walk together, go cycling, visit a playground. So if it makes sense for your neighborhood and schedule, walk to and fro, from activities and schools. Do course together again, which is very important in this point of time. Perhaps it's not your child's first choice, but doing household chores is a very effective way to get exercise. Mopping, sweeping, taking out trash, dusting burns surprising number of calories. And once things are normal, the schools are on, the schools are running normally, enroll children in after school sports or other activities. So one active sport should be pursued by every child. That helps a lot. Last one, reduce screen time. So limit daily screen time. Stop eating in front of the TV. So currently many of us have habit of having our meals in front of TV. When we do that, number one, we do not understand how much have we eaten and really are we full or we are hungry. So we tend to eat less or we tend to eat more. In any case, it is going to hamper our body. And pick a different reward or punishment, right? So for example, if you do this well, you will get more time in front of a TV, or you can play video games, or you can be on mobile. No, don't pick that kind of reward for anybody, because that is not healthy. So a different kind of reward or punishment should be definitely taken. Like you can see on this slide, there is one small poster over there which says 5 to 1, almost none. So staying healthy by numbers, again such kind of posters in the house everywhere, and continuous hammering of good health and good options and healthier options makes lot of impact. So here 5 is healthy mind in a healthy body. So eat 5 or more servings of fruits and vegetables. Try a new fruit or veggie each week. So that is for the number 5. 2, spend less than 2 hours on the computer or watching TV. So as per WHO, from 0 to 2 years, so that is years of age for children, there should be absolutely no screen time. So they should not be exposed to any kind of screens till 2 years of age. From 2 years onwards, it should be less than 2 hours. Be active for at least 1 hour, like we saw, playing games like hide and seek helps you keep healthy. And definitely an active sport like basketball or football or swimming are the great ways to be fit. And you need to skip sugary drinks. So most sodas, juice drinks and sport drinks are sugary drinks, so that should be definitely not be allowed and not be taken. Water and milk are the best for your body and should be chosen for. So that was all about what can be done to deal with weight related children, right? So let's see about some of the myths and facts. So childhood obesity is genetic, so there's nothing you can do about it. While the fact is, a person's genes do influence weight, they are only one small part of the equation. Although some children are more prone to gaining weight than others, that doesn't mean they are destined for weight problems. Most kids can maintain a healthy weight if they eat right and exercise. Yeah, so that was the fact about childhood obesity, if it is genetic or not, and what can be done. Second myth: children who are obese or overweight should be put on a diet. So unless directed by your child's doctor, otherwise, the treatment for childhood obesity is not weight loss. The goal should be to slow or stop weight gain, allowing your child to grow into his or her ideal weight. So do not try and do any kind of diet plans. No, unless otherwise advised by your child's doctor. So myth 3, it's just baby fat and children will outgrow the weight. And the fact is, childhood obesity doesn't always lead to obesity in adulthood, but it does raise the risk dramatically. The majority of children who are overweight at any time during the preschool or primary school are still overweight as they enter their teens. So most kids do not outgrow the problem. Right? So try and track the BMI of your child every year in the health screening that happens in the school, and track it whether your child is gaining weight year by year. And if your child is overweight and obese, definitely you should take an opinion from your child's pediatrician on how to move ahead and what can be the proper answers to this. So that was all about myths and facts. Thank you for listening this session on understanding BMI and childhood weight problems. And if you need any further help from us and need to get more answers, you may reach out to us. Thank you.